Now we are. We're here. Hi, everybody. It's Lisa and Leah, and we are here for our After 9 segment.
Hello.
And what's that?
I said hello.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Do you want me to find some like holy underwear and stuff like Mike did? Just to, keep that going. Lisa, I was watching that after 9 and I'm like, oh, Lisa's looking a little pissed off.
With the underwear and the big holes. Yeah.
The panties are coming. The panties are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's not what he said, but fresh panties, fresh panties. That was it.
Right. Because that was who was it? What quarterback was it that said that in a play?
Oh,
Red panties, red
Tom Brady.
panties. Yeah,
Tom
it
Brady.
was. Yeah. Yeah. Red panties, red panties.
Oh my.
So
Jeez,
he thought that
Louise.
was
I know I
hilarious.
could see it on your face. Okay, Mike, you're getting on her last nerve and it's early in the broadcast.
Oh, I know. Okay, I got to put our banner up here.
What banner? Oh,
That one.
there it is.
Can you see the
Can we see
comments yet?
comments? Can we see and hear what everybody's doing and talking about today? Who's
Yeah,
sick of
one
the
moment.
rain? Two hands
What?
up. Two hands
What
up.
did you What did you say?
Who's sick of the rain?
Oh.
Two hands up. And a
Yeah,
toe.
you know what?
Foot.
I'm all for a rainy day. I don't mind it actually. But it's when you have plans that have to be canceled because of the rain over and over again. Listen, now that patios are opening up tomorrow, it's actually going to be
Restaurants, you mean?
I'm sorry, yes, restaurants. Great that you don't
Okay.
have to be outside, that you can actually book something inside if it rains, right?
Yeah, yeah. We're supposed to go out to the Grand Cantina for my son's birthday dinner tonight. And it's like, oh, geez, I'm not thinking it's going to happen. I don't-
You just don't know. And I mean, and it can rain cats and dogs in one area of the city and then get nothing on the patio at the Grand Cantina. So,
Yeah. Okay, can I do just a little quick rant today?
oh,
So
is
we
that
were
unusual? Okay,
no, yeah.
go on.
So we were away. Yeah, I'm always out in the sun and I'm always dark. This is me every summer. This is just my color.
Right.
Um,
And
and I
this is mine.
Yeah, and I have a pool and all of that. So anyway, so we were out on the houseboat, of course, which we tried to go out for dinner in Peterborough. I guess it would be a week ago Monday. Week ago Monday? Yeah. For my husband's birthday.
This is
And
on your houseboat and you're having fun and everything's
yeah,
great.
yeah, and we're at the Peterborough Marina. So we've showered, we got really fresh showers instead of lake water showers, all of that. And the skies open up, and of course, we can't go out for dinner because all the patios have closed down because the skies opened up. But it spoke to the bigger issue, and not only there, but in Windsor too. And if anybody out there works in a restaurant or owns a restaurant, I know it's a moot point as of tomorrow because they can open up at, I think, what is it, 50% capacity or something, or I don't even know, indoors. Why can somebody please tell me why restaurants have been shut down on a Monday, patios, when they were allowed to open? It is now summer. Kids are not in school, virtual or otherwise. People who like to go out and eat have money handy to go out and eat because they haven't spent money on anything else. And there are restaurants when you call, they're like, oh, we're closed on Mondays. And I'm like, clearly you don't need the money. Like, clearly I'm missing something here.
So, could you not find a place to eat because everything was closed on a Monday?
A
On
bunch
Dave's
of places,
birthday?
oh, we're closed on Mondays. Wow. We've been in a pandemic where you've been closed for a year and a half and you're closed on Mondays now that you
Yeah.
can open. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it for the life of me. I mean, you need one deep fryer, somebody who knows how to run it, and one wait staff. Have a modified menu, serve up some drinks, serve up some whatever, come up with a meal that you don't need to cook, fresh food, a charcuterie board all day long, and people will come, Monday or otherwise.
They don't even have to have food, just cocktails.
But I mean, there's lots of places, restaurants where like you have to have, but I'm like, how can you not be open on a Monday? I
Yeah.
gotta, like somebody said to me, Wolfhead Distillery. I'm calling you out. I love Wolfhead. I love their products. Somebody said they're not open Monday. They have a huge patio. They're not open on Mondays. I don't understand. So if somebody can fill me in on that, and I've got
Well,
another restaurant that I will shout out because I talked to on the weekend and I was trying to get in for reservations at Winology. And they're like, oh no, we're booking into 3 weeks down the road on
is that
weekends
for the rooftop?
for both. Yeah, but rooftop, but both. And I said, can I ask
They're
you a question?
booking into what?
Like 3 weekends down the road.
Wow.
But I said, can I ask you a question? Are you open on Mondays? Because now I'm doing a poll. And she's like, yeah, Mondays is quickly becoming one of our busiest days. And I'm
Wow.
like, who the hell's missing the boat on not being open on a Monday? I don't know. Just me. Is it just me? Would you go out on a Monday for dinner?
Traditionally, no, but yes, we have known to go out on a Monday and drive around, and all the restaurants were closed. Yes, the ones that we have. How about this one? We go closed. How about this one? Closed.
I don't
Yes,
understand it.
but
That's
it's
all.
not. It's
I'm done. It's as I said, it's mood as of tomorrow. It doesn't matter because people can be open. But still, I'm like, whoa, okay.
yeah, well. Joanne brings up a good point.
I don't see any.
Um,
Oh, there you go.
I'm putting it there for you.
Is it because they're waiting for their supply of food to come in? Well, you had food from the weekend, and if you know your patio is going to be open, I mean, you got to roll with the punches again. You got to pivot, as they've said, right? Come up with something different, or have a Monday special, like anything. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I didn't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. I know what you're saying, and it's frustrating. But I'm not in the restaurant business, nor would I ever want to be, because I think it's extremely draining and a very difficult business to be in, especially this last year.
Yeah, it is for sure. And I'm happy. Like I said, tomorrow they will be able to open, and you can go eat indoors. I hope people do. I mean, you know, I hope people do. I'll go eat indoors, outdoors. I don't care.
Oh my gosh, of course they will. But there are still some people, Leah, that just don't feel comfortable going out yet.
Oh no, and that's fine. But for all of us who do, open so we can.
Johnny says Spago is open 7 days a week, open at noon. Well, there were before the pandemic, they weren't open for lunch um, certain days. Because I remember I'd go and perhaps it was even you. We'll meet at Spago's for lunch. You show up.
No,
They're
they're
close.
not.
So, right, but that's for lunch and maybe pre-pandemic they if you're having staff there and it's not justifying it with the limited numbers that you get, I don't know. But Spago, holy moly! I mean, they are one of my favorites because
Me too. Love.
um, they really stepped up for the patio thing, and they made sure their patios were beautiful to sit at. They offered a really cool menu and cocktails that had lighting and flowers and all that kind of stuff, and made it a great experience. So, kudos to them. And I did see something on their Instagram page the other day, because people were questioning with the casino opening up soon, would Spagos be opening up within the casino? And they said not yet, but they will keep everybody posted. So good to hear that there is a plan that they are still going to remain in the casino, because another great thing about that restaurant is that all three locations have a different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, love. We tried to do Spago too, but who are we thinking? Like I'm voting. I'm like, hey, like you think it's pre-pandemic, right? Not even pre-pandemic. It's called stupid on my part. Saturday morning. Hey, do you want to go out for dinner tonight? Sure. Where are we gonna go? Oh, I don't know. I'll just call a few places. Well, every place we called, they're like, oh, we've been booked for months. I'm laughing, going, how stupid are we?
You know where you would likely get in though, because they've got such a big patio and close to you is Mazar.
Maybe, but we do go to Mazar quite a bit. But we ended up going to our go-to, which is our neighborhood restaurant, and we just walk right into the patio, and that's Cramden's. Cramden's is
Mhm.
our big shout out to Cramden's. They're our neighborhood spot. We know a few of the waitresses there. It's close to where we are. We just walked right up, didn't have to worry about a reservation or anything like that. And the food is good, and we kind of like it. So that's our one of our go-tos, along with Mazar if we want something a little swishier and
Have you
really.
tried Profetto? It's a small little Italian place, and it's where the Iguana sushi place used to be at Dougal there in that plaza.
No, is that good?
Perfetto. Really, really small, and small menu, which is great. I love that. It's mostly pasta, but very fresh, really good, and authentic.
Oh, do
Really
you know
nice.
what?
So,
Do you know where was a really cute place to go to that I went with my friend this week? Tuesday when it was raining, got back from vacation and everything, and still was like in vacation mode. And I thought it's going to be raining. I'm like, let's go to Chatham. Well, what's in Chatham? Well, we went to the Retro Suites, the hotel downtown, and they have a
really
really, yeah, they have a really cute little restaurant, and they have a really cute little patio, really cute little patio. So we went for lunch. We went to the Glass House. I like the Glass House better at Christmas than I do in the summer. But
what is that? What's the glass house?
oh, it's kind of like a Cindy's, maybe Cindy's on steroids. Like it's a big, huge kind of gift homeware place. And then they've got a boutique added to it. And then they've got massive greenhouses in winter. You've never been to the glass house?
I don't
They
think so.
plants, and they've got Christmas decorations up the wazoo if you like Christmas. They've got gifts. They've got a lot of stuff. When you go there, you see a lot of women who are shopping and looking to spend money on, well, at Christmas stuff for sure, right? Really pretty. Really, really pretty. You'll have to go
Nice.
there next year. Maybe we'll go, you and I.
Okay,
Yeah.
take a little road trip.
But
Um,
that's a nice little patio, is if you just want a little getaway. That's all we did really. We went and visited a friend, and then in Chatham, and then we went out for lunch, and it was lovely. And I wasn't driving, so I sucked back a couple of martinis.
Jason said the glass house is in Kingsville. Does that
No,
make
it's
sense?
in Chatham,
Okay,
unless there's another one in Kingsville.
there is.
I
No.
don't know. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. You know what I want to do? I want to check out Blimey's new location in Essex.
I want to do that too. Let's do
Yes,
that.
we should do that. We should do that. Yeah, because they had a really cute spot in Harrow,
Yep.
and I thought it was great that they felt they needed to expand. It means they're doing very well despite the pandemic, which I'm happy to hear about. So yeah, I'd love to go there too and see their new place. My parents, being British, go there from time to time for the food. And my dad will find like certain type of chutney that just saying the word chutney is weird to me. That he loves, and chocolate that you don't find anywhere else. That's typically British because they import all of that stuff. So I've purchased pasties from them before, which were really good. If you haven't been to Blimey's, that's a good spot too.
Well, good thing you said pasties, because I was like, I thought you were going to say pasties, and I thought, well, that's a whole other store, Lisa.
I have a truckload of those. I don't need any more pasties. Um, Sandy said Cindy's is the one in Kingsville. So maybe that's what Jason's getting mixed up.
Yes, Cindy's is in Kingsville. Yes, the Glass House is in Chatham. Cindy's is a great spot to go too. Don't get me wrong. My credit card's like, charge it.
Wow. So you've been
Yeah.
shopping. That's awesome.
Well, I try. I try to support the economy. And when we stopped on the houseboat, we were in Lakefield, Ontario,
Oh,
which is
really?
a tiny little town. Believe it or not, they have a food land that's open 24 hours a day. I'm like, I don't think there's any grocery stores in Windsor open 24 hours, is there?
I think Walmart.
I don't know,
Walmart.
but in Lakefield, Ontario, there's a food land open 24 hours. Anyway, there's a really cute little boutique there. And even, even there, like the stores were open 10 till 4. I'm like, what? Did did we just not come out of a pandemic when everything was shut down?
Oh, here we go again.
Right. Anyway, so
Rant number 2.
no, it's fine. But I did go to a florist and I bought a few things. I bought some little pretty soaps and everything. I'm like, I'm spending my money here right now because you are open past 4 o'clock and you deserve business. The other stores that are closed, not buying anything there. But I went
Okay.
to a boutique that was open and I dropped $100 for a pair of jeans. I'm like, oh my God, I really must want to shop.
Wow. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Feels good to shop again
yeah.
for something other than sweatpants. Joanne said there's an English pub opening soon in Kingsville. Nice. Good to hear. Kim says there's a British store in Chatham too, and they have a
Oh,
great selection.
yeah. Well,
Good
we
to
were
know.
gonna didn't want to go that far, but yeah, it was a nice little getaway, and it's a pretty little place, too, a little nice little patio. So if you ever decide you want to go, oh my God! And the drink I tried to buy some yesterday. They didn't have it. Oh, I'm not even. Well, if I mention it now, oh, it was. I don't want to mention it because then it'll be gone at the liquor store, and they didn't have any at the Roundhouse Center because I went to get it yesterday. But it was with lychee liqueur.
It's lychee liqueur,
Yes.
and that's what it is, the liqueur.
That no,
And
no,
you,
there's well, let me see. Here, I took a picture of it because I'm like, damn, I'm making these. They went down like water. They were so good. Let me see what's in this. It was called lychee lemonade, lychee liqueur, blue curacao, lemonade, soda, and then a citrus wheel.
wow.
Oh my God. Shaken, not stirred. It was so good. It was so good. I'm like, I could
I
drink it.
want mine stirred. Um, Jason says, loving World's Most Amazing Vacations on Netflix. I have not seen that yet. Oh,
Oh,
that sounds great.
I think I watched one. I think it was like amazing. Is it vacations or vacation properties or there's
World's
some there's some crazy shit going on in the world for places where you can stay and see and yes, it was the Tragically Hip. That was it in Lakefield. That was the
Was that where you
store.
got your jeans?
Yeah, it's Hip HIPP. That's where I got my jeans. Yes, the Tragically Hip.
There you go,
Exactly.
Carol.
Yeah, thank you, Carol. Yeah. Well, you could walk there from the boat because we were staying at the locks, right? So,
How did you guys fare in the locks? Because I've done a houseboat trip in the locks, and it's such a cool experience, isn't it?
yeah.
You know, go in, the water goes up, you go up, everybody goes up, everybody comes down, everybody goes. You're at the next level. One lake's down here, one's up there. And when you go into the lock itself, all these other boats go in. I remember we are trying to maneuver this 40-foot houseboat, and you're trying to grab the wall so you don't bump into these, bigger boats. How did you do that?
Oh, we were fine. My son Logan is an expert. Dave can too, for sure. Dave's done it, but Dave just let Logan do it. Logan's great. You
Well,
ease in the
Logan's a pilot, so
yeah. You ease in the front end, you slap it in reverse, throw on the old thrusters back there, and then it slides over to the wall and you're good to go. We had no issues at all. Although, because now, I mean, they literally give houseboats to anybody and they don't tell you anything. They basically say, off you go. Here's the key.
oh, I
Uh,
know. That's it.
I
Here's how
know
you start it and have fun.
we
You're like,
we saw
what?
we saw two houseboats going into the lock. No, luckily nobody. We were docked at the lock, and we're watching them go in because we were at the
Yep.
lower lock, and both of these houseboats went into the lock sideways.
Yep.
And then all the people that work at the lock are there with their long poles and their hooks, and we were like, "Oh my God!"
What they must see, though, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. But no, Logan nailed it. He nailed everyone. We just ease in and off we go. We had no issues whatsoever. But we've also
Perfect.
times, right?
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
I'm done
Yes.
with it for now. Like I'm done. We've done a lot, like not water trips, but I think houseboating we're done. Unless we go out in BC and maybe do Shuswap Lake.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess you don't have to do a houseboat, although it's pretty convenient because it's so big. You know, if you have a smaller group, you could do like a boat,
Yeah.
which would be
Yeah.
kind of cool
Well,
too.
I know. And Logan was trying to convince Dave and I, buy a boat. Just have it for a few years. Oh, and another English store in Ridgetown.
Yep.
Shout out, Ridgetown. Yeah, so he's like, you and Dad should buy a boat and do like the canals and the New York Finger Lakes and do everything, and then you can sell it when you're done. And then Dave's like, well, maybe we should think about that. And I said, we need two calm people to be on a boat, and I am not one of the calm people.
Well, Dave can go with Logan.
He is calm. I am high strung and out of control. So you don't want me having to deal with anything on a
Well,
boat.
you balance each other out.
I don't know if we do or not.
Well, I think I told you our friends Terry and Louise have a huge, big, beautiful boat, and they've had for a couple of years. And so they launched their trip, and they're back in September. So they're all over Ontario. They were in Ottawa for Canada Day, and they're living on their boat for a few months and traveling around, which is a very cool way to spend time. And they're both retired, so they have the time to do that. Yes, Jason, the yin and the yang, he said. That's what you and Dave are. Yin and yang. I think you're more, I think you'd be more yin, like you're yingy. Dave's just yang. He's yang.
I'm just thinking I could see us both where he's on the front of the boat or trying to dock a boat and he's screaming at me to do something and I'll be like, oh, I don't know.
I can totally see it.
And then I'll be like, fine, you do it. And he'll be like, I can't do it. I'm trying to drive the boat. You have to do it. And I'll be like, well, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Not because you yelled at me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it now because the way you talk to me.
That's right. That would be me. Sometimes I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea. We think about getting a boat for.
Oh my
but
gosh.
This couple, they had a beautiful boat, a big one too. And we talked to them for quite a bit. And they were both retired civil servants. And they'd been traveling for 16 years and they were just about to sell their boat. But they were gone all summer. And they're from Ottawa.
Yeah. And you know, I guess it's true. You could have a boat for a couple of years and do your trips the way you want to, and then sell it and go on to something else.
Yeah, yeah. So, but you know what? We would probably leave it even if we did do something like that, we would leave it up in that area because the lock systems and the canals are stunning. Here, you're a little. It's sketch. Where are you going?
Well, when the borders open, there's a lot of places to go. There's a lot of places to go, but as a lot of my boating friends have learned, it's pretty different when you're restricted the way you are, because I think the sense is to just go stateside and travel all over. And who knows when we'll be able to do that next, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like
bad.
Right? Crazy. Anyway, but I don't know. Interesting though. The idea, the concept. Well, you toyed with that too, didn't you? Buying a boat?
Yep, we did. And every year it comes up. Is this the year? We going to do it? I don't know. Should we? I don't know. We have friends with boats. What do we need a boat for?
Well, that's the thing. I keep waiting for a lottery win so I can buy a lake house.
Oh, that too. Oh, yes. Well, I purchased that ticket. Well, sorry. Craig purchased a ticket for me for that Princess Margaret Hospital big lottery they have. And so, yes, the ticket was specifically for a certain cottage. And I had convinced myself that I was going to win it.
And no word.
Well, no. And I was moved in and I knew what room would be ours and what I would add to the already fabulous decor. What colored chairs I put down by the dock. We get an extra $50,000. Do we want to expand the dock and make a boathouse, or do we want to buy a boat with that $50,000? Then I talked to Craig. Okay, well, this is where you can buy your pickup, and we'll have to get a dog because we'll be at the cottage. And I had it all figured out. And then when it got really close to the lottery draw, I'm like, I can't think about this anymore because I'm going to jinx it. If I think about it too much, like you need to be surprised because all winners are surprised.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it
Well,
came and
you
went.
go deep. You go deep.
Oh, I do. I do. And that's why I don't buy lottery tickets because it takes me off the planet. I'm just totally consumed by it. What if? What if?
I buy it and put it away. I buy it and put it away, and then when we check it, I think we checked one on the boat, and it was an old ticket. I said, "Oh my God, we could be sitting on a mega yacht right now instead of this dumpy houseboat."
You could.
Check our ticket. Check our ticket, and it said winner, gagnant. I said, "What did we win? A ticket, a free ticket for the next draw." So
Better than nothing.
yeah, well, I think so too. But there's some people living friggin' large though. Some of those cottages and the boat houses were bigger than my
Yep.
entire house. I'm
It's all
like,
part of my dream.
okay, there's a lot of people with a lot of money, and I'm not one of them.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, seriously, we've been toying around with the idea of buying a cottage too, right? So we thought mistakenly, okay, COVID hit. Wow, this is our opportunity. You and I are both still employed. And like I hate to feed off others' misery, but there's going to be a whole lot of cottages going up for sale very soon. Craig's like, you think? I'm like, yep. And what happened? They all doubled in price.
Yeah.
And no cottages went up for sale, and now you can't even find one. So I'm like, how did that happen? I thought this was a pandemic. Aren't people supposed to like sell things?
I know Dave wanted to buy a used pickup truck. And he's like, "Oh, there's going to be lots of deals." Now, there's no vehicles anywhere, new, used, otherwise.
Who knew? Who knew?
I know. It's funny. It's funny. Anyway,
Okay.
for those who managed to survive all of this, and that's why we did the houseboat. It was luck that we got it. But be warned, these are old boats. The
Yeah.
boat is 30 years old. They should almost retire these things or get
Well, there
some.
are some new ones though. They're usually the larger ones or newer ones, right? I mean, they
Yeah.
do replace the fleet sometimes or part of it.
Yes, but I think the ones to do, but they're expensive,
Yeah.
is Le Boat, which is out on the Rideau Canal. You can do that one because we've houseboated everywhere. But the couple we talked to they liked a canal boat, even though they've got like this really nice power boat that they could take anywhere. And they did the canal boating in France, and I've said to Dave, that'll do.
Yes. Yes. That's the really short boats that go underneath all of the bridges, right?
You mean like the narrow boats in England? I don't know if it's the same thing. No.
Really?
No, not the same.
Well, that's
But
what
they
I
were
want to do.
Well, okay, but anyways, they loved it and they said it was great. They went in September. It wasn't busy. You dock at all these small little towns in France. All I can visualize is me with my wine and my baguette and my French cheese.
And your beret.
Yeah, that's what I visualize.
Forget Emily in Paris.
Yeah.
It's Leah in Paris. Yeah, that sounds terrific. And what a great way to learn about, a culture, going from town to town and interacting with the people. Okay, put that on our list too.
It is.
Don't forget.
You get a
Okay.
boat, we get a boat, and we
Okay.
follow each other.
All right.
We stop at all these towns. All the boats come with bicycles. So you hop off. I showed you. I sent you the link. I'm like, we got to do it. And they said it was amazing. They would recommend it to anybody. So I was like, I'm down. Sign me up.
I have so much to do.
I know.
How are we going to fit all this in? Yeah,
we both
I know.
need to just quit.
Okay.
Right.
How about we do that right now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Maybe.
Maybe. Right.
We'll see. It depends on some of the feedback we get, if any. Oh my gosh, you know what? This mouse isn't working. I can't end it. We'll have to be on forever.
Well, I can say goodbye. I'm doing it.
Bye.
Right here.